Slight variation in today's video update on our Revenge of the Lich Master Monastery. Today we'll be reviewing a number of stills and looking at the details associated with the final completion of our monastery project. So here we're looking at the sand having been removed from the dropped-in PVA over that rubble. The sand gives a nice effect, covering some of that pooling of the glue itself and making things look a little more organic. Alrighty, here we're looking at some basing detail. We'd use the pumice gel to provide texture to that smooth base, and in the gaps, which will be the low-lying grassy areas, we've brushed in some paint. That way when we flock in this basing, we won't have to worry about any of the black and gray bits showing through and disrupting the flocking effect. Now, rather than leaving the sand in its kind of grayish sand state, we're going to want to add some detail here, and the first step in adding that detail is blackening in that sand with the wash of black acrylic paint. We've also used that same black acrylic wash to apply a soot detail to the interior walls of those burned buildings, and also along the edges of those burned and destroyed walls. Here we're looking at a comparison between the two steps to our sand detailing. On the right we have the simple black washed sand, and on the left the dry brush sand with a bit more charcoal gray coloring added. Now we've gone back in and dry brushed those larger chunks of rubble with the slightly lighter gray to bring out some of the detail and create some depth. The wood timbers have also been dry brushed to bring out that color, making it a little richer, providing some more contrast. Now on to the flagstones in our courtyard. They receive the same dry brushing effect, slightly different shade of paint and color, but the overall goal being to smooth the transition between those coloring and provide more depth or subtle shading. And now our pumice gel on the exterior of the monastery receives the same dry brushing detail, creating a kind of graveled or textured effect to that contour that we laid down when we first started the basing project. And now on to flocking. Watered down PVA glue has been applied to those low-lying green areas that we painted in with green acrylic earlier. Just let that PVA set, shake and seal.